Ready for Powerhouse terminology.
All right. Ready? Are we recording?
Yep.
All right. So, this is the Powerhouse. This is one of the most common buildings in the game for point rooms. It gets its name from the generator that is usually in the downstairs in a biolab. In general, the door names and everything are oriented due to the biolab. The actual ways of defending this will be varying over the next couple weeks because there are a couple additions that we've noticed from the map through Sun Merge that will be adding in, such as having a couple people down here. But for the moment, we're going to go over the basic Waterson style of defending one of these buildings. You'll notice that there are 6 doors to this. 3 of them are on one side, 1 is on another, and then 2 are up top. This helps sort of narrow down where we're going. These doors over here are the back doors. You have back left, back middle, and back right. These 3 doors all share back name, and you need to specify as to which one they're actually coming from. Over here, we have what is known as the front door. It gets its name from being the door that people come from the spawn room in a biolab. Over here, we have the bridge room. We have bridge left and bridge right. These are the 2 doors that we care about. In general, you'll have a point room up here, but they've been varying up where it is, and command is being really chatty right now. Give me a second. Alright. Wow, they're being loud. Over here is usually where you want to stand in a proper biolab, because this area will keep you safe.
There's almost always some junk in the middle of the room, either like server racks or the point itself, or just some obstacle that blocks bridge right.
Yeah, and if you overextend from over towards bridge right, you'll usually get yourself killed. In general, you want to set up in the recovery room, which is this little area. The recovery room ends right here. No further. You don't go down the stairs. Once you're going down the stairs, you're no longer in the recovery room. We call it the recovery room. Saws has placed a turret. This turret right here is about where you want your turret. In general, you don't want to be standing on your turret. Your job is usually as an engineer, is going to be repairing the max.
User joined your channel.
You repair the max because that's your job as an engineer. The turret is just used for cover. For this reason, we always want to be using anti-infantry turrets when we're actually holding a base. This allows us to block shots better. Another reason you don't want to actually be on your turret is that good players will just pull out their rocket launcher, hit the barrel dead on, and then you die because the whole thing explodes. It's not as difficult of a target as you think it is. And if you're on your turret and your turret explodes, you die too, your max no longer has an engineer, and you're overall screwed. So for the most part, don't be on your turret. A max will generally stand where I am standing right now, except they'll of course be facing the door. You want to be close, the engineer, and they can back behind the turret for cover. Sometimes you'll have the turret oriented more over to the left than this, but for the moment you just use the turret for cover. Over here is actually an excellent place for a turret as well, although a little bit to the left would probably be a bit better. This allows us a little bit of extra cover right here to have medics and stuff repair the maxes. This also gives the max a clear view of back door center and back door right. Again, engineers need to be tethered to maxes. This is to allow greater unit capability, and it means that the maxes aren't going to die. For this reason, you never want more, at the absolute most, 4 maxes per squad, because you can't support enough medics and engineers to support the group. But in general, you tend to leave it around 3-ish. When people pull maxes, my big requirement is that they ask for an engineer, and an engineer just assigns himself to them. Once we start getting fire teams, you will have a permanently assigned engineer, but that'll come a little bit later. We're going to move on to another room.